Hello and welcome to EBADay 2020. I'm Hannah Bollis and kindly calling into our virtual studio now to talk about the future of digital payments in Europe is Sara Castelhano from JP Morgan. So welcome, Sarah. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
No problem at all. I'm sorry we couldn't be face-to-face in the studio this year, but it's good to have you on virtually. So yes, this is a really big topic for obvious reasons at this year's event. So where I'd like to start then is talking about the journey we've been through so far in Europe towards unlocking digital. So let's start there.
Absolutely. So I think Europe is leading the way when it comes to unlocking digital. If we think back 10 years ago, Europe really launched SEPA, which leverages ISO 20022 XML. And that's the hot topic that you're hearing across financial market infrastructures everywhere, including now moving into the Target 2 security space. But SEPA was just really the start, because what ISO XML brings you is it brings you structured data. Structured data is very good when it comes to leveraging machine learning. Machines can read structured data better than today our traditional way of moving money. We're often using free format messages, and that enables new products to be launched, and it enables value down to underlying customers. And we've really started to see Europe become the home of virtual accounts, in-house banks, and that's really because of leveraging ISO. But now we fast forward to today, and today we have open banking PSD2, which is a reality. And what that's doing is it's enabling APIs to come into the banking space. So before, there was the natural kind of use of screen scraping, which in Europe we really have the view of opening up architecture into APIs is really important, and that has now moved globally. And not only is PSD2 open banking leading APIs, but APIs are now being used for so many different things in the banking infrastructure, which a couple years ago there wasn't. And Europe has really been at the forefront of leading that initiative.
So a really interesting space, and you've really set the scene for us there. And it leads me quite nicely into my next question then, which is about JP Morgan's digital strategy in Europe then. Can you tell us a bit more about this and also how it ties into your broader strategy as well?
Absolutely. So JP Morgan is focused on innovation at scale. We're moving about $6 trillion a day, and during COVID, that peaked up to $9 trillion. So what we really want to make sure is that we're enabling our clients' clients with the best possible way to move money. And that is often on a digital instant basis, especially today during COVID. We're really focused on removing paper from the ecosystem. So one of the big core values we have is co-creation. Not just building a product and trying to sell it to our clients, but really understanding, can we build something that we can put right into their ERP system? Is there a way that we can leverage the fact that JP Morgan has clients of all sizes, small startup companies to large established financial institutions and corporates, and everyone is really dealing with some of the same gripes around visibility and control of their cash, and essentially driving revenue and looking for ways to reduce expense. And I think that if we can create with our clients, that can then get replicated and shared elsewhere. The other fundamental thing for JP Morgan is our investment in transaction banking and our investment in ultimately the payment space. And you've seen some big announcements from us around the creation of Onyx, our blockchain unit, our focus on JP Morgan Coin, and really enabling new technologies and investing in those so that we can move transactions better, safer, and essentially cheaper for our clients.
Well, you're certainly working on some really exciting developments at JP Morgan then. But what about collaboration and partnerships? These are pretty important as well. How can we drive greater collaboration across banks, fintechs, and other stakeholders? And what are you working on at JP Morgan?
Absolutely. So it's a challenging time for transaction banks. You have lower interest rates for longer. You have market infrastructures and heavy technology costs. Therefore, one of the things that we've been talking to our clients about and really working on is thinking about strategies that are whether you build something yourself, whether you buy the technology, or you partner. Building it yourself, there's critical things that you'll always keep to yourselves, like potentially your risk and control. But are there things that you can partner as an industry together with a utility company or a fintech to really bring a multi-bank solution out to clients? Because we know that clients, by and large, whether you're corporates or banks, you're not just having all your eggs in one basket. So there is a way for you to leverage partnerships there. And then how do you think about your technology stack so that you're constantly innovating, but yet you're not necessarily bringing all those costs back in the organization? So I think it's really important for banks around the world to look back and say, how are they most efficiently dealing with technology, and what is out there that could add value to their bottom line?
Well, thank you so much for clearing that up for us and painting the picture. And now I want to come to the event itself, EBADay 2020, and a bit about your involvement in this year's event. What's the message you hope to get out to this year's participants?
Enjoy EBADay and try to take in as many panels as you possibly can. In the past, EBADay has been very much excellent panels, but you had to manage that plus the booths, plus the networking. And I think this year really enables people to listen into some of the great sessions that EBA have lined up. I also think one of the key messages that JP Morgan is adamant around at all of our conferences is making sure that it's a diverse slate, and it's a really big focus on diversity and inclusion when it comes to our participation and just really the community, making sure that we're inclusive to everyone at these sort of events.
And I think our participants will find that there is a real good amount of diversity across the panels. But Sara, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you so much for calling in and sharing your insights. It's been really informative, so thank you.
Thank you.